I have ditched Windows and switched over to Linux as a gamer in 2025. In this video, I will explain why I switched to Linux, how the journey has been so far, my experience with Linux gaming, and my thoughts on it. Remember, I'm not gonna cover up too many distributions or facts about Linux, and this will mostly be circulating around gaming and content creation whatsoever, and whether switching to Linux in 2025 as a gamer is worth it or not. Let's begin with why I switched to Linux. So before that, I was rocking Windows 11 on my gaming laptop, and Windows, well, it was kind of annoying. It kept trying to force OneDrive on me, and it consumed more RAM with each update that barely did anything helpful to my system. At this point, I was pretty much done with Windows. I was done with Microsoft as a whole, like even OneDrive was annoying, Teams was annoying. So I started thinking of what other OS should I use. Well, Mac OS could barely game, so it was like out of the question totally. So I thought of Linux, but then I decided to do some research before diving into it. I gave it a few months to research about it, and turns out the gaming on it was not the best, but it was improving dramatically. So I decided, why not give it a try? I started off with Pop! OS due to the appeal of the NVIDIA drivers, but it kinda sucked for me. Like, I used it for around 2 weeks, and when I tried to launch an anti-cheat game with like the finals, even using Proton and everything, tried all the versions, didn't work. So I decided to switch to another distribution. It was Mint, of course, because it's the most recommended for beginners. So it was pretty good, but I started having some issues and bugs due to the older NVIDIA 550 drivers, and you couldn't get newer drivers than that on Linux Mint. So I decided to switch over to CachyOS, an Arch-based distro. And it had rolling release new NVIDIA 570 drivers, and it was known for being great at gaming, and it seemed pretty user-friendly for an Arch-based distro. So without hesitation, I booted from my USB. I installed the necessary apps, so like OBS, Steam, and setting up DaVinci Resolve was a pain, and it kept giving memory leak errors like GPU memory full, even if it wasn't full. So I decided to switch over to the open source Kdenlive, the best editor for Linux, at least in my opinion. So I started using that to edit, and it worked out great. For the games I was able to launch, the finals could run with about the same performance as I had on Windows, but I had to do some terminal configuration, troubleshooting, and Proton hopping to get it working. And for the other apps besides games, I just run it through Wine. And my final thoughts are that Linux is more of what I like to call in a beta phase for gaming. It is not complete, but it is still formidable, and you can have a solid gaming experience on Linux. I don't think it's complete yet, but it has seen major improvements, and thanks to Proton, you can even run some of your Windows games on it too. If you're a gamer or content creator and just want plug and play without having to set up anything, I would recommend sticking with Windows. But if you're ready to do some little configuration and setting up, I'd say switching to Linux wouldn't be a bad option, especially with the spyware in Windows 11. So I'm gonna end the video here. Please remember to subscribe, as it really helps out a small channel like mine. If you want to see more videos, check out my channel, and that's Delta out.